Episode number 168, Live Cash. Welcome to the Heads Up Poker Podcast. This is Steve Barton, and thank you for tuning in. This week we have a live cash hand, one that I played while I was out in Las Vegas. I was frequenting the Wynn Casino, and I sat down for a little cash after busting one of their tournaments. It's a 1-3 no-limit cash game, and one thing I always do, I really got to stress this, is you have to have a routine before you sit down and play. And one that I do is I listen to an MP3 by Elliot Roe before I play. You can get a free one, try it out. 7-minute tilt buster, costs nothing. Try it on your phone, you'll either like it or you'll love it. And you'll get them all, just like I've got. So for this one, I listened to his live cash MP3 before I sat down at the table. I will not play a hand of poker unless I listen to him first. He just gets you in the right mindset. And I've noticed since I've been working on my mental game, I've been doing Elliot Roe now for probably 3, maybe coming up on 4 years. And I don't tilt anymore. I don't have those. I see other pros and I'm like, and I see them just tilting. And it's like, how have you not solved this part of your game yet? And I think a big part of it for me is just when you take over the course of several years of listening to one of these before every time I play, he's just now programmed my subconscious that tilt isn't even a factor. I just don't tilt anymore. I mean, I love it. It's awesome. So, if you guys want your free MP3, click on the link in the show notes or go to headsuppoker.poker and click on the Support Us tab and go down and get your free 7-minute tilt buster. He's also got a lot of other MP3s, like the one I listened to here for live cash. So, when you do get an MP3, use the code HUPOKER and you'll score yourself a little discount. Don't pay the full price. Nobody does that. Okay, so on to the hand. We've got, it's a 1-3 no-limit cash game at the Wynn, and we've been at the table now for a couple hours. The player of interest in the hand is a gal, 2 to my right. She's in the cutoff, we're on the button, and she opens to 13. Now this player got to talking with her after a couple hours, and she's on a road trip. She's from I think it was Colorado, and she went through Utah, saw a bunch of Utah and all the national parks and stuff. A little bit of a hippie girl. She's probably 30 to 32 years old, somewhere in that ballpark. She's got her nephews with her who are anywhere from, I think they were 15 to like 17. She had 2 or 3 of them with her. And she's trying to get away. I could tell that by the way she came and sat at the table, the way she said goodbye to her nephews, this girl just needs a break and she just wants to play. So that's the mindset she's been having. She's bought in now. This is her 3rd buy-in. She just bought in for 200, lost a pot 1 or 2 hands before, and now she's down to 160. And every time she's pulling out money, she's got at least $1,000 in her purse. I think she had 1 or 2 hundreds left after. No, she had more than that. She did 3 buy-ins, 200 each time, so she's got several hundreds left. And this is her 3rd buy-in. Girl came to play, and she's drinking. So she raises in the cutoff to 13. It folds to us on the button. And we look down at King Jack suited. Not only King Jack suited, but King Jack of spades. And if we were in China, that would be a lucky hand. But unfortunately, we're in America at the Wynn. And spades aren't lucky, but it's still suited. Looking to my left, it looks to me very likely that the small blind and big blind are going to fold. And I think if we call here, we're going to be heads up quite a bit. So we go for the call. We call on the button, small blind, and the big blind fold. They comply. So we've got a total of 30 in the pot. Effective stacks are 147. She started at 160. Now she's down to 147. We've got about $1,000. So the effective stack is 147. The flop is ace of diamonds, queen of diamonds, 4 of clubs. So we've got king jack of spades. We have a gut shot, and that's about it. The cutoff, I originally thought she bet 7, but after reviewing my notes, she bet 10. So into a pot of 30, she leads out for 10. She'd been leading out quite a bit. I could see her leading out here if she was pretty nutted when she raised. We can't narrow her range that much because we didn't re-raise her. But if she was doing that with something like jacks, 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s, probably 5s isn't taking this. But I got the impression that she had a weakish hand like that. Maybe she's got a queen. Maybe she's got an ace. All of those are in her range. And she could have a flush draw too. A lot of players kind of get scared here with flush draw. And remember, there's 4 suits. 25% of the time, it's going to be 1 suit out there. And since there's already 2 out there, it's even that much less likely that they have the draw. So don't be too scared of the flush draws. She bets 10. What do we do here? I think she's almost always got a... I don't think we're ever good here. Unless she's doing this with Jack 10 or King 10. I think there's very few hands here that we're beating. Some of the hands that we could be ahead of that she's betting here would be like 8, 9 of diamonds for a flush draw, and our king high is good. But I think the vast majority of the time, this is some type of value hand betting into this. I don't think she was totally stack size aware to know that there was 30 in the pot and she's only betting 10, giving us 4-1. But I think we're behind here. So basically what I don't think there's any value in raising unless we'll probably get her to fold those under pairs to the queen, but she's never folding an ace, and I think she's very rarely folding a queen. This girl likes to see the hand down. So we flick in a call. And we got a potential to win 147 of her stack behind. There's already 40 in the pot. We can flick in a call. Even if it's a 10 of diamonds here, I'm never folding. So we call. And on the turn, we got a total of 50 in the pot. And the turn, lo and behold, is the 10 of clubs. How about that? So we turn the nuts. The rest of this hand is pretty simple here. She shoves all in for her remaining 137, and we literally break our arm. My arm's in a cast right now, trying to call. She flips over ace 10 off suit, so she had top pair on the flop, and then she turned 2 pair. I really don't like her turn shove. I'm not sure what she's going to get value from there. I think it's just a level 1 player that I have 2 pair. I think I'm ahead. I'm going to shove. And she's shoving for 3 times the pot. If she's trying to get value from a queen, which would be in my range there, she's not going to get it. A weak ace, I'm folding. I just don't know what I would have there that she's going to get value from by shoving all in like that. Ace king, I would have re-raised pre-flop. I don't like her shove, but, I guess I do like her shove, but from a strategy standpoint, I do not. So I think a lot of people here may fold this gut shot. I certainly fold if she bets something like pot. There's just not enough behind to justify it. There's only 4 cards here that really make our hand. 4 out of 47, which is less than 10%. It's like 8.5 or something. You have to really make sure and pay attention that you're getting the right odds when you're calling for a gut shot or when you're calling for an open-ended straight draw. That's going to give you 8 outs. Flush draw, then you got 9. A king could be an out if she's got a queen, but I really wouldn't even want to. The way you can calculate those is you can just make it like 1 out. Okay, so you could say that we have 5 outs here instead of 4 by saying that a king could be good some of the times, but I think the vast majority of the time here we're just going to have to spike a 10. Yeah. Another quick poker table math that I'll do is, let's say we've got the flush draw, and there's also a backdoor straight draw, something that would give us runner for a straight. You can calculate you got 9 of that suit, 9 outs to make your flush, and then just throw in 1 more out and call it 10 for the runner straight. That'll get you pretty damn close. Hope you guys enjoyed that hand. By the time this podcast comes out, I should be in Laos, I believe. Yeah, I think so. And then we'll be soon going to Thailand next week. Thank you for tuning in. Here is your weekly motivational speech.
You can be a history maker, or you can be liked by everyone around you. You can't be both. The very nature of living your personal greatness and doing something otherworldly in our world of ours means you're going to have to think differently from the majority. You're going to have to install the habits and routines that most people don't do. You're going to have to live, talk, breathe, walk, work, produce, create in a way that most people who are card-carrying members of the cult of mediocrity just don't buy into.